Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Help us grow. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So, we'll really appreciate a subscription. Without further ado, you've seen the title, you've seen the caption. We're going to be talking about an Instagram model who was pretty much killed and murdered. Her name was Miss Mercedes Morr on Instagram. As you guys can see, she had about 2.6 million followers at the time. I think she's gained another 100,000 followers in the last 24 hours. But she's pretty famous on Instagram, obviously. She also had an OnlyFans. And if you look at her Instagram, you can go check it out. She had a lot of sexually revealing pictures. And obviously, if she works on OnlyFans, if she has an OnlyFans page, you understand the kind of content and the kind of lifestyle she lived. So they found her body at this house. Apparently, it was in the upscale neighborhood of Texas. So not really in Houston, Texas, but in the outskirts of Houston. So this appears to be a nice neighborhood. It looks like a nice apartment complex here that will have some kind of gated entry or some kind of security entrance. But we all know that a lot of those security entrances do not really help in deterring crime. To me, they're just there for show. I mean, she's a really cute lady. Again, she was on OnlyFans. So the issue now is that she was found dead in her apartment. And based on reports, it was pretty much she was strangled and she had traumatic wounds to her head. So this appears to be a crime of passion here. If you piece the puzzle together, it appears to be a crime of passion. The cause of death, not the cause of death, the motive has not been revealed, because in her apartment, they had this guy over here. This is the guy who was also killed. So based on the preliminary investigation, it appears it's a murder-suicide. So most likely this guy killed her, maybe strangled her to death, hit her with a hard object, and killed himself. So no one exactly knows, based on the reports, what the motive is yet. But if you are somebody who knows how to diagnose extreme foolishness, like me, if you're somebody who has sixth sense, who can read between the lines, you can pretty much piece the puzzle together and deduct what really happened. She has an OnlyFans. She's popular on Instagram. And based on the kind of pictures she had, she's probably into the sex industry, or she's probably into the stripper industry, adult entertainment industry, or she gets sexual favors. She gives sexual favors in exchange for money. So there's one possibility here that may have happened. The first possibility is that she's dating this guy. This guy looks like a simp just looking at him. He looks like a simp right here. So that she's dating him, and he's probably giving her money, and she tries to break up the relationship, and he's like, you know what? If I can't have you, no one else will. It's extremely foolish, but there are people out there like that. That is one scenario. Another scenario could be that they were not dating, that he was just a guy that pays her for sexual favors, or pays her for whatever reason, spends a lot of money on her, and he feels like she used him. She took the money from him, and she's dating other guys, and he's jealous and possessive, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take your life. Again, this is still simp behavior. She doesn't deserve any of this. But these are the things that happen in this world. Another scenario is that he's probably a subscriber to her OnlyFans, or an admirer on Instagram, and maybe he pays for one of those private sessions, tips her a lot on OnlyFans, and they agreed to meet in person, and it didn't go too well, or maybe they were meeting a lot and she tried to cut it off, and he started stalking her because obviously he knows where she lives. So I don't know how he found out about where she lives. Some kind of way he found out about where she lives. He was in the apartment. I don't think there was any sign of breaking into the apartment, her apartment. So it appears that she may have let him in. So I don't think that this is one of those situations where this guy is a complete stranger. No, it doesn't look like that. It appears they know each other. They may not be dating or they may not be in a relationship, but there are so many theories as to the relationship she had with this guy online. Her sister released this comment. She said, "Brothers don't know ish. She wasn't robbed. It was just a stalker from out of state who had been stalking her. Don't play on my baby's name ever. I got daddy and grandma Nene. I feel you with me telling me you're good. I hate everything right now." So her sister, based on her sister's words, it appears that guy is a stalker. And again, because somebody's a stalker doesn't mean that they are a complete stranger. Sometimes a stalker may start off being a close friend. A stalker may start off being an ex-boyfriend. A stalker may start off being a John. Somebody was just paying her. It could be one of those situations. But it now grew up to being a stalking relationship. That's one possibility. Just look at his face. So again, one of those scenarios I said may have been what happened. So right now, I'm sure the investigation is still ongoing, but I guarantee you it's probably one of those situations I said earlier. That is most likely the motive. This guy's just a simp, he's a sucker, and all that glitters is not gold. And I know a lot of women are probably seeing Miss Mercedes on Instagram with her 2-point-something million followers, with all the expensive trips, the bags, the expensive bags, and saying, I want to be like her. They're probably saying she probably makes a lot of money on OnlyFans. A lot of kids may aspire to be like her. There's a situation with Brittany Bangaz, who pretty much chased down a Kentucky black basketball player who is now playing for Charlotte Hornets, had a baby for the sole purpose of extracting money from this guy. So a lot of women, especially young women, may be aspiring to be one of these IG baddies, or they want to be an IG thought, and they're thinking, hey, it's a lot of money, it pays good. I can have an OnlyFans account. I can leverage my following on Instagram to make money on OnlyFans. They may aspire to be that, but sometimes it's not all that's cracked up to be. These folks may have stalkers. They may meet a guy who gives them money, and that guy turns out to be a stalker, like this guy right here. Just look at his face. And if they try to cut the relationship off, they want to take it to extreme measures and want to take the life of the person. They are sick people out there. She doesn't deserve this. Even if she did whatever she did, she doesn't deserve to lose her life. This sucker out here is a simp. So that's one of the risks of this industry. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, be safe out there. If you are somebody who it's an OnlyFans, or if you're a lady who's an IG baddie and you want to meet guys, play it safe. Play it safe. Don't bring people into your home. You gotta do what you gotta do. Get a hotel, get a room. Keep it safe. Be wary. Not everyone has your best interest. There are crazy folks out there. So let me know what you guys think again in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification. And, as always, say no to extreme foolishness.